All right, I think we're live. Elvira Shakarova, how you doing?
Hey, hello everyone. Hi.
Sorcery artist extraordinaire. How you been doing? Been keeping busy?
Yep, so busy. A lot of things to do.
Yep. So
How are you?
alpha's done, beta's done. Arthurian Legends, are you done painting for that? I think you're allowed to
Yeah,
say.
yeah, I did.
Yep. All right, so you're done with Arthurian. On to the next. Can you still hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I still can hear you.
All right, great. Yeah, if
Yes,
someone.
done with everything for Arthurian Legends and on to the next set.
Awesome. Yeah, so I know, yeah, there's rumors that Eric's working 2 or 3 sets in advance, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. No release date on Arthurian Legends yet, so we're all super anxious and excited. Can't wait to see what you'll do next. So we saw the Sir Tristan, was it? I always get the name messed up, right?
Yeah,
Tristan.
that was
Yep.
interesting.
And then there were some spoilers in the background in an Eric video, so we suspect there's more. And he has
Few
one or
more,
two of
yes.
your others. Yeah, he has two more of your others, and that's all we know so far. So super exciting. I think I have your proof. Let's talk about your proof for a minute that we're gonna do the giveaway for. If I could get the
Yes, apparently
overhead
I
cam going.
cannot give those away.
Yeah, so let me zoom in here. There we go, triple cam. That's not bad. All right, so the this is the first Alvaline Dryads that you did, right? I think we talked about this one before, so I should probably explain what happened. We did a giveaway for this one, like, I don't know, 3 to 6 months ago. I can't even remember. And the guy that won it, I tried to contact him for like 2 months, and he just never responded. So I don't know what happened. I think he's like more of a casual Facebook user. I was never able to connect. So someone today is going to get an opportunity to win this one, and it's your first artist proof, number two. Let me even it out of the Alvaline Dryads. So what was the was this just like a character from your imagination, or was there a reference model or something to use for this one?
That was a reference, photo reference from Howard Lyon's reference packs. One of those. I love
Mm-hmm.
them and I use them a lot. So yeah, there wasn't much of the idea, just like looking for the photos and it's like, oh, this looks pretty. I want to paint this one. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it came out great. So was the reference just like the woman figure itself, or was it also the color palette in the background, or was that your
I
choice?
think yes, pretty much it was a photo of the woman in some park on the or in the forest or something. She was I think it was a different dress, but everything else pretty much the same.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
love
yeah,
the
everyone who's looking for deep meaning behind like paintings and stuff, like, oh, the model is cute, I'm gonna paint this. So yeah, yes.
No, it's just like that the color's like really awesome. I love the color balance with the green, and it's like pretty fitting for the scene you see with the dryad sitting up there in the tree. This whimsical kind of setting. So yeah, this was a great painting. I think this is one of the ones you sold early on, and your proofs have been doing great. They're super popular, so everyone's very excited. Um, what else do you have going on? So you have an announcement to do today. You want to jump into that?
Oh yeah, let's do this now. Okay, so yeah, I have wonderful news, everyone. I dragged on and I procrastinated and I put it off. So, but yes, I finally have a Patreon. So
Awesome.
we're gonna do all kinds of stuff there. I bought fancy printers, so and I learned how to use it, and I can't stop using it. And I've printed prints and postcards and stickers and whatever else I can come up with. I will do that, and we'll have videos of how I paint artist proofs and some other sketches and stuff. So yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought there. All kinds of stuff. We'll think of something. Yeah. So there's like
Yeah.
some tiers, and yeah, you'll see that we'll post the link after the stream. So yeah, so you don't get distracted. And like after
Hmm.
the stream, you're welcome to join a Patreon if you like. Yeah, that's the big news.
Okay.
Oh, I
Awesome.
had some like I prepared like a lot of stuff to show, and I did not like it's everywhere, and I did not like think I can. Apparently, I can only do like either do something or talk, so videos would be a disaster.
It's
So yeah,
tough.
like
Yeah.
some stickers, and I'm
Cool.
gonna do. I'm started doing this like little. little funny altars on cards, and I did this one with a ducky. I don't know if you can see this. Like, it's just
The
some
Guile
idea.
Sirens. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna link your. I'm trying to get to your.
All
Yeah, I'll
sorts
link
of
your thing
papers for
in the
prints.
chat.
Yeah. There, I showed it all. Like, Mike instructed me, like, make some prints, sign some stuff, show it up. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Well,
link
old
it in the
machine.
chat here. Yeah, so I linked it in the chat. Let me see if. Oh, there you go. Came right up. So
Oh,
patreon.com, Elvira Shakarova, and then I'll post it in the Sorcery community group later and the Collector Arthouse Discord, and you can post it
yeah.
on wherever. So
Yeah.
you are you
Everyone's
more you
welcome
use
after the stream.
yeah. So you use both Instagram and Facebook are your two primary platforms.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, and it's Next Door Gallery, right, on
Galaxy.
Instagram.
No. There is some thing called Next Door Gallery, and some
Yeah.
people send PayPal there, PayPal payments there. So
Yeah.
someone got it, some gallery got some payments. Yeah, it's
Oh
not.
no.
It's Next Door Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so that's how you find it on Instagram, and yeah, that you bring up a interesting point because there's all these scams I'm finding on PayPal where people use like very similar account names. So be careful about that. The Patreon's easy. You just go to the link shown here at the bottom of the screen, and you can just sign up. There's different tier options, and I was looking at it over the weekend as we were talking about it, and there's different pledge levels with different benefits. And the cool thing is we get to get, as you mentioned, like insight into your process or like maybe some work in progress type things. Like you're doing your first post. Well, you want to talk about what your first post was, what you're working on with the Dream Quest idea?
Oh yeah. Oh god, the process with us will be like that's my. You will see my only brain cell in full glory. It's like I'm painting something. So yeah. I'm painting the alternate art for the Dream Quest.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, you've seen this on the artist proofs in Sketch and a little painted version. So it's gonna be like a big version, and I'm gonna do I guess exclusive prints of this artwork to Patreons, to my patrons on the Patreon.
Awesome.
So
Yeah. That's exciting. So the thing with there I don't know if you've how much you're into Patreon, but they're doing some weird stuff now where they have like a free tier. So I always got to remind people like if you sign up for the free tier, it's less access than the other paid tier thing. So there's some benefits to it because if I would encourage everybody to at minimum sign up for the free tier because then you can do special announcements of other things, just like putting the word out to the public. But at the paid tiers, there will be the added benefits with your discounts on prints and access, like you say, to your process and maybe like first look sneak previews of some of the artist proofs you're working on and different things, which is what this sorcery community is excited about. But also to see your work outside of sorcery is a nice treat beyond what you post on Instagram. So that'll be fun too.
yeah, everything like sorcery art proofs or sketches or anything like basically anything sorcery related would be on Patreon like a week before everywhere else. So yeah,
Cool.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I haven't read on that free tier stuff, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
do that someday.
It's kind of like happens automatically. So like Patreon just did
Oh,
this a couple months ago, where all of a sudden there was a free tier, and then people were signing up thinking they would get access to everything. So it's confusing. You always got to remind people that there's difference between the free tier and then the paid tier exists to for further levels of support to support artists and whatnot, and get access to certain benefits at the higher tiers. So yeah, the way you structured it's great. I think people will be really excited when they go and check it out and to get more insight into what you have going on. It's always exciting to see your new work.
thank you. Okay, so how are we gonna do this with these dryads?
So let me share the screen. We're gonna spin the wheel here. All right, share screen.
Oh, it's the same who participated the last time, right?
So what I did was, here's your Patreon for one, and this is a look behind the curtain because I signed up. I had advance notice, and you have a couple. There's the stickers you were just showing. Your hand was kind of blocking the stickers, so this is. Let me take this banner down for a moment because it's blocking you. How do I do that? Hang on a second. I'm still an amateur somehow at using StreamYard here. So, all right, maybe we'll just roll with it for now. So anyway, on this, it's not blocking the window here. So you got your stickers. Just where you sign up, patreon.Elvira Shakarova. So what we did is, let me grab my keyboard. We had, and I can take off my, there we go. Got the overhead cam off. So in the Facebook group, and this is something that's just kind of been like a standing way to enter the giveaways. If you go to the Sorcery Facebook community group, and then on the featured banner here, sometimes this is hidden and you got to expand it. But on the featured banner, there was this post, and there's a lot of people. There's like over, I think there's like 125 or so people that entered into this. It was kind of open-ended. I said, hey, it's the start of the new year. I think I posted this like January 11th and said that at some point in time we'll do various giveaways. And if people post here with some art-related thing that they love about the game in the comments, you'll be entered into these giveaways throughout the year and stuff. So I pulled all the names from there, and then people participating in the sample break were added as well. So all in total, we have 126 entries on the wheel. And we'll do a randomization here and a spin. Let me make sure I got the right wheel. So that's a sample break. That's that one. And then I have a Patreon thing I'm going to do later in the stream. All right, so this is the right wheel. Shuffled up. And here we go. Donovan Jugarop. I don't think I know Donovan. The funny thing is, you know, we don't know we don't know who people are between Discord and Facebook like 80% of the time, unless they're the regular like super active diehard fans. So it's very possible this guy could be in the Discords under a very different name. But I'll find Donovan on Facebook. If he's watching, you can send me a private message. I have the card obviously here in hand as I was showing on stream, and I'll send that out this week. So congrats to Donovan. I'm going to drop that wheel. And thank you.
Let's wait. Let's do this again. Let's give away these Sirens on Vacation.
Uh-oh. Hang on a second. I just dropped the wheel. So let me see if I could resurrect it. All right.
Yep,
sometimes oh, here we go. We got very lucky. It defaulted to the list when I reloaded it. All right, let me randomize again. So the only name that, let me see if Donovan's still in here. I think he came off the, yeah, he's the only one that came off the wheel. All right, so everyone else is going to get another shot. And what are we doing here? It's already spinning. Sirens. I misclicked. The Sirens altar. Okay. Davide. So I know he's on Facebook. I've seen him post many times. So
great.
I will get, yeah, we'll be able to connect with him and get his shipping info. So the Guile Sirens, that's a is that a like an alpha or a beta card?
It's an alpha card.
Okay, cool. So it's a regular non-foil alpha card, and then you did some. Let me remove the wheel screen if you could show that. Can you show that again?
Okay.
Really quick. Yeah, that's good. Get it out of the direct light. Yeah, so it's got a beach ball, sunglasses, sun hat on the girl on the right, and the rubber ducky cruising across the middle.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's hilarious. Cool. Well, thank you very much for showing that. Is there anything else you want to say before you drop?
Nope. Great to see everyone. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for having me. Yeah. And carry on to the interesting stuff, and don't forget to sign up for the Patreon after the stream.
Yep. Yeah, and I will post it for everybody so you could find it later or take a screenshot of the banner. But thanks again for coming on. Always a pleasure. We'll talk again soon.
Great. Thank you so much. Bye.
All right. See ya. All right, guys. We're going to go back to the overhead cam. All right. So that we're going to have, let me intro with what we're actually going to do here today. There's a few different things that are going to be going on. We just did 2 giveaways. There'll be another giveaway for an artist proof later. And I am still alive, right? I lost my chat. Here we go. All right, sounds good. Audio's good. Got to figure out how to get rid of this banner. It's supposed to be easy. Supposed to be able to just click on the. Who knows how to get rid of the banner? Who knows how to use StreamYard? There's got to be at least one in the chat. It wasn't a pre-canned banner was the problem. I just clicked on my name and it showed it. So we might be looking at Elvira's Patreon for a solid 2 hours here. You never know what could happen. So, as I was saying, what we're doing is we did the giveaway of the Amazing Artist proof. Beautiful proof. The first she's ever done of the Dryad, so she's keeping the #1 copy. This one you might be able to make out. Let me do a better screen split. Yeah, so now you can see it a little better. So this is numbered number 2 of 25, done in 2023. So she did this last year. Yep, very generous of her to give this away. And then she gave away the Alpha Guile Sirens. I think that was the regular version that you find in the Alpha packs. And she did some altars on top. So Elvira was a great altarist. Before, she was identified by Eric and commissioned to do the project. And she's kind of gotten away from doing altars for the most part. And she's now focusing on doing full art. This guy's hilarious. She's doing full art, full-scale paintings for sorcery, a lot of them. It's being commissioned a ton by Eric. She had a lot in Alpha. She's got several more amazing ones coming up in Arthurian Legends, it looks like, based on Sir Tristan. And then a couple spoilers we saw in the background of the video that Eric and Simon did. And then I think as she said, they're working ahead on future sets beyond Arthurian Legends. So she'll be around for a long time to come. And her artist proofs have been super popular, very valuable, and very coveted. So we have the sample pack. And boom, hide current comment. It was right there, smacking me in the face the whole time. All right, I got to get my knife tool. Let me get back here. The pack never cooperates. So we got our axe tool. We got a sample pack. And this one is an American pack. So this is what happened, guys. We did 2 packs and some wicked glare. We did 2 packs from the same person. And they were both American packs. So as we talked about before on the stream, these were given out in the Kickstarter. There were 244 packs. You know what? I'm going to drop the AirPods. Won't be needing those anymore. There were 244 packs given out across the Kickstarter pledge tiers. The higher end tiers, the Avatar of the Realm tier, the Collector tier, and the Early Bird tier. So 244 in total. The American packs had a void sticker on the front, and they had this barcode on the back that says Sorcery Contested Realm, Sample Booster Pack New, SCR04 barcode. So I post these. You guys gotta, in the comments section of all these live streams, this has become a bit of tradition. Every single weekend we're doing these lives. And the format's been a little different each time. We'll usually open 1 or 2 sample packs, which is pretty insane. Because, again, 244 packs in the world disseminated. So they're very, very hard to acquire, and they're stupid expensive. Like, it's costing a fortune to buy these now. So it won't last forever. We got to enjoy it while it does. But we're mixing it up. I'm working a deal to get 2 alpha cases and a few more sample packs. But I think what we'll do is we'll do an alpha box break next. So if you join the best way to join that is go to the Collector Arthouse Discord, and then I post there. If you're not on Discord, just hit me up on Facebook, Mike Servati. You can direct message me, or join the Collector Arthouse Facebook group. Not the Sorcery Contested Realm community group, the Collector Arthouse Facebook group, because I don't want to spam people in the community group with break offers and things like that. These other things that I do, outside of all the other stuff that I do. What is this thing? Looks like I have some drill bits here. Or these are screwdriver attachments. So this tool, look at this thing. This could be I got flathead and I got Phillips head. I'm prepared for any situation here. Unbelievable. Anyway, we're going to do an alpha break. And I'm going to open that up probably like in the coming week or so. As I get these additional cases in, we'll be doing more sample packs. And there's the next sample pack I opened up a couple days ago, and there's 6 slots left. So there's 15 cards in the pack, and 9 of those have been claimed, and there's 6 left. You could join the Collector Arthouse Facebook group or the Collector Arthouse Discord if you're on Discord. All right, so we're going to open this up. We got 15 people ready to go. The old label maker. So I was well prepared. We got penny sleeves. What we do is we randomize these, and there's, again, 15 cards. It's just like the alpha and beta packs where you have 11 ordinaries, 3 exceptional, and 1 slot that has an elite or a unique. And the exceptional, elite, and unique rarity levels are insanely rare. There's great value there. And then, because they're just so rare, you know, some guys are hitting monster hits and they're selling those, and then they're getting free rolls pretty much every week. You know, you see some of the same names coming back every week, and they're trying, I assume they're trying to hit the Philo Stone or the Predestination. I just worked a middleman deal on the Predestination. So it's kind of a funny thing. Like last year, was it last year or maybe even in 2022, which would be over a year ago now, there was 2 Predestinations that emerged. And I auctioned those. The first one sold for $10,100. Unbelievable sale. That was a record sale at the time because I think I did that one before the Philo Stone. The Philo Stone sample card sold for $16,500 in my auction platforms. And there was another Predestination, the second one. Predestination, for those of you that don't know or are new to the game, that is a card that preceded Key Mechanism. So in the early days, Predestination was called Key Mechanism. No, other way around. Key Mechanism was called Predestination. So the sample card is called Predestination, and it sold for $10,000 and then $3,000. And then I just brokered a middleman deal with the person who won those auctions. And it was another 5-figure sale. It was a private deal, so I don't want to say the exact amount. But, you know, some of these higher-end samples are extremely coveted because the uniques very probably number in the single digits. It never gets easier with these packs. This is pack break number 16, and I still can't figure out how to open these babies. I try to open them cleanly. That's why I'm not just like butchering it. Trying to be smooth, a smooth operator. I did clip the fingernails right before the stream to keep it respectable, and that's why I was late. I was late because of that and because my microphone was unplugged. The other day, I was getting an earful from various members of the family, and I was working frantically to hurry up whatever I was doing, and I just like threw my laptop right off the table. Right off the table, cords flying, and, you know, some things got unplugged. You know? Things happen in life. So that's the rundown. Is there any questions? Who's even here today? Let me see. I didn't look at the chat much at all yet. So we opened with Elvira. She was the surprise mystery guest. We had Cosmic Seeds. First in the house right off the gate. Mil2 Med. He prefers 400-minute intros. All right, well, we're still working on the intro, so we'll see if we hit your target. We got Sophie from Cardboard Guide. Nerd and Proud of It. I always butcher that. Jurgen, what's up, man? Mike Pelly, Casey Dillard. People were excited to see Elvira. Brian's here. Joe Thems One. Interesting. Jason Hartley. Yeah, thanks, Jason. If you're on Facebook, you have to declare who you are. I think there's like a button on there or something where if you it says like click something on StreamYard or something, and then it will show like who you actually are on Facebook. Otherwise, it only says generically Facebook user, and I don't know who you are. So just keep that in mind at all times. Maybe you prefer to be anonymous, but thank you for identifying yourself, Jason. Lord of Itza, how's it going? We got another Facebook user. He says, will the link for Patreon be available in the comment? Yep, so I did post that right after you said that, coincidentally. So I read your mind. And I will post that later in the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group. It's the largest sorcery forum, social media forum in existence. 3,600 members. So that'll be a great place to get the word out to help and support Elvira. Appreciate if you guys would do that. She's a great artist. She's doing great things. And Patreon's a great model. It works very well. I set up Patreon maybe like a year and a half ago, and I have 98 members right now. I'm closing in very close on 100 members, so it's very generous and appreciated of you guys that are supporting me in my efforts. It's wholly dedicated to sorcery, so we do special embellished print projects, and I give priority to patrons to order those. So we've worked with Melissa Benson, Elvira Shakarova, Severin Pino. We got a Drew Tucker project coming up. We got another Severin project coming up, yet to be announced. The details of that have not been announced yet. The Drew Tucker will be an embellished print with Pathfinder, his Pathfinder artwork, in 2 different sizes. So I spoiled that or previewed that on the Patreon. It's a great collectible. It's kind of like, the original paintings are getting very expensive. Oh, speaking of which, there is going to be an original painting auction tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on the Sorcery Contested Realm community Facebook group and the Collector Arthouse Discord. Open to everybody. That's not a Patreon thing, obviously. It's just part of my normal auction service platforms. So I will, let's take a look at that in a minute. We got 60 people following. I want to show you guys the painting that's coming tonight. Actually, I have 2 original paintings to show you. That was part of today's lineup of events. It's 12 noon on the dot right here, right now on the East Coast of the United States of America. In the European nations, it's 6 p.m. or something like that. And then you got Kevmo drooling on his pillow at 9 a.m. Couldn't be bothered. I don't see him in the chat. He's clearly not here. Yep. Said he might wake up. He then set his alarm. Antonio Durante is here. What's up, man? Bitter Cardboard's in the house. Silly Draco. What's up? Steve is here. Michael Irvin. Adam Umack. Says new plater here. What is a plater? Plater? Player. New player. He's a new player. Yeah. He corrected the typo. What's up? Yeah, so Casey Dillard says, awesome stream. Thanks, man. I was only doing intro stuff. I was like only 2 minutes into the stream when he said that. So I guess we got off to a hot start. The Gast. One of the greatest Frenchmen on the planet. The Gaste. Or the Gast. Five. The Melissa Benson fan is in the house. So Melissa Benson just showed up in an LGS in Connecticut. And Chase and the store owner, I guess, she gave a shout out to. I think the guy's name was Dave, I want to say. I forget the name of the store, guys. I don't know what it is. It's in Connecticut, but you can bet like Chase is like a video editor guy. He's really good at it. So expect to see a video, I'm sure, from that. He hasn't formally announced it, but when Chase is on the scene, you usually end up with a pretty hot video. So we're probably going to see some Melissa Benson action. I did talk to one of the guys in the community here, and he said that Melissa Benson showed up with all of her original paintings from Alpha. So it was a really awesome treat for those guys to see some Benson originals. And they look amazing in person. He said the cores were absolutely incredible. A lot of guys got signatures. Let's look at some paintings before we get into this pack break, all right? So first one. I showed this last week. We had less people on the live. This is Space Needle Island by Steve Osmankowski, better known as Centerpoint on the Discords. All right, so he is one of the playtesters for Sorcery, from what I understand. Super passionate, super into Sorcery, super into art, and he's an aspiring, ascending artist. So he went to the IX Art Show last year, which is an event. Okay, Unison Games Cafe is the store in Connecticut. So Steve went to the IX Art Show, which is in Reading, Pennsylvania, every year, October timeframe, and he talked to Drew Tucker. He got like an evaluation from Drew and feedback on some of his work. I apologize, the glare is awful on this. So his goal is to do work for Sorcery someday. So he posts in the Discord. We give him feedback. We're trying to help him hone his craft. By the way, the top pledge tier in Elvira Shekarova's Patreon, it includes the benefit of getting like feedback like this, right? You'll get closer insight, and she will critique your work and give you pointers and help you out with your art development. So it's perfect for a guy named like Steve, Or if you are an artist that hopes to get into Sorcery, that's kind of like custom tailored and designed for you, might be a good option. This particular painting was commissioned for the Sorcery Con event that is happening in Seattle next weekend. So I think what we're going to do is next weekend we're going to have Steve on the show. He'll talk about this painting. This auction will run live next weekend, probably Friday to Sunday. I'm going to run the auction for this painting for him, and 100% of the proceeds will go to him or the event. I forget how he's using it, but this is kind of like his first ever painting sale, and this is the face of that Gen Con, Sorcery Con, not Gen Con, Sorcery Con event. And from what I understand, they're making playmats of this, and everyone that attends that event will get a playmat of this artwork. So it's really cool. The colors look really great. I think I'll post a picture of it on the Facebook group, the Facebook community group, and the Collector Arthouse Discord, like as I always do, promoting a new auction that's coming up. So you'll get better pictures of this and really be able to appreciate the color depth and the cool design concept that he came up with the Space Needle, right? It's Seattle. The tournament's in Seattle, so you get the Space Needle, and you get this outer space type vibe, interplanetary, really cool sky vibe. It's big, too. It's like 18 by 24, I think is what he told me. I think it's 18 by 24. All right, so we got that one, and then we got an auction coming tonight. A big one. A big one. And I got a sample card here to show you, because this will be included in the auction. It's the Blood Ravens by the hero we don't deserve, Mikhail Nagypal. You know? A cruel conspiracy of ordinary beasts. For every point of damage these ravens deal, you gain 1 life. Pretty sick effect. You see that in a lot of TCGs. What do they call that? There's a term for that. If you play the game, you know. And look at the original. This is the original painting for Blood Ravens by Mikhail Nagypal. It's. Well, let me show you this. Hang on. Got to be careful with these. So there you go. Mikhail Nagypal. Signed on the back. It's canvas stretched over board. Obviously, you can tell right away. And it looks absolutely sick. The deep red on this is legendary. So it's not, I don't know if you would consider this a pareidolia effect, but you have the soaring raven in the eye of the raven. And this is pretty interesting, the provenance of this. So this is the only Mikhail Nagypal painting to be released from the Kung Fu grip of Eric Olafson's Dead Lifeless Hands. So Eric bought all of Mikhail's paintings. So we got some of the canvas creeping out the bottom. He bought all of Mikhail's paintings. So no one was able to get a Mikhail original alpha painting. However, he included this one in the collector tier pledge. 24 people in the collector tier. Each one of those got 1 painting. And he also included one of the towers. I forget if it was Lone Tower or Dark Tower. So 2 of these made it out into the wild, and this one was one of those lucky collector tiers, was able to pull this monster. And it looks really sick and incredible in person. I will post this, of course, in the Sorcery community group today and the Collector Arthouse Discord, so find that link in the comments. And it's just an amazing painting. It's pretty interesting because he did another take on this one that we worked out for commission with one of my Patreon members, actually. We commissioned Mikhail to do another take on this, and it did not have the blue accent, so it's distinctly different. It's more silver throughout. This one has these nice, like, blue accents that gives it a lot of depth and character, but the thing is, the striking look of the eye is just really freaking epic. You know? If you were staring a raven in the face, and then there's this soaring red blood raven, the deep red and black is always a magical combination. So this will be, we're going to launch this tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. It will include the accompanying sample card. That's the sample card. So it'll be both of those included in the auction, and it'll run 48 hours, Sunday night tonight through Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. All right? And you just got to comment in the comments there, or you could DM me if you'd like to bid privately. But great opportunity to own a Mikhail Alpha Original. Very rare opportunity. So what happened there was, when it was shipped from the company, there was slight scuffing in a few areas on that painting. So what they had to do is they sent it back to Mikhail at the company's cost. They said, hey, we'll make this right. We want it to be perfect for you. So they sent it back to Mikhail, and he did some like light touch-ups in a few areas. I'll include pictures for full disclosure of what it was and where he touched it up. But he masterfully like blended it so it looks like absolutely immaculate, as you just saw. It looks really great. And it's just a gorgeous painting. It's about 14 inches by 18 inches. So it's really hot. And it's, you know, not many chances to own a Mikhail original. Maybe there will be for Arthurian Legends, but I don't know. I don't know if Eric's ever going to give up his alphas. All right. Just catching up on comments. Yep, so we got someone comment. Oh, 18 by 24, says Steve on his painting, the Space Needle. The Macau one is 14 by 18. Christian Hubner's in the house. JC is here. All right, Sean, how you doing, man? 111. What a name. I see that he is selling it for money. I'm asking if he pays for it in the first place or if it's gifted to him. What does that even mean? I can't even comprehend. What would you sell it for if not money? Bitcoin or tacos? I don't know. What do you sell things for, guy? If it's a gift, seems kind of immortal. That would be impressive. Oh, immoral to auction it off. It is not a gift. It is. As I said, it was purchased by someone who backed at the collector tier, and he is reselling it. And I run a consignment and auction service, so I am auctioning it for him through my platforms. That's how it works, man. Yeah, it wasn't a gift to me. I don't. In fact, I've actually never sold anything that I own. I've never sold a single thing ever. I'm trying to think here. I did sell one thing. I sold a few artist proofs recently. I had an extra set of proofs, and this artist stopped offering them, so I sold it to a Patreon member. That is literally the only thing I've ever sold of my own possession in Sorcery. All I do is spend money on Sorcery, and I have amassed quite a artist proof. Not actually a ton of artist proofs, more original paintings. Original painting collection and artist proofs are my primaries. I also have, I like a lot of the alpha curios, so I went for those through a combination of buying, trading, dealing, buy, sell, trade, different things. Investable collectibles. I sell so I can buy, rinse, repeat, vicious cycle. Yeah, man. I should sell so I could buy. That would be good. Swami, what's up, my man? Happy Super Bowl day. All right, let's get into this break. I could have been shuffling while I was talking. The best thing to do is to look at the chat while you shuffle, but I'm not so much of a multitasker. It's not a strength. I tried. It's a funny story, guys. I think I mentioned this before, but I opened a beta box, and I was like, I don't really like filming box openings, because like everybody's doing that, and I don't find it to be the most fun and engaging content. So, but then like I was telling this guy this, and he was like, "You're wasting an opportunity, you moron. Just freaking film it and post it." So I did film it. But I sounded like a stuttering prick the entire time because it was so distracting. I would like look at it and then I'd see like a godly artwork or something, and then I would just start babbling like a baby monkey or something. So I was like, this isn't even postable. Like I wouldn't watch this garbage, so why would I make someone else watch it? So I'd never posted it. And then I never did that again. I just started doing the lives every week, and that's what we do. So let me see. I saw my Altered Deserts today that I commissioned, so I'm hyped for these sample pack pulls. Altered Deserts. Really? That's cool, man. Altered Deserts. Yeah, altars are a thing that's probably going to be picking up. No sites. Oh, shit, really? Wow, we did not get a single site in this pack. I didn't even notice that. That is unbelievable. Let's make sure there's 15 cards. That's what he's saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow, so there's 15 cards, but we did not get a single site card in this pack. The Atlas sites. Typically, there are, well, I guess I got to say now 0 to 4. I don't know that I've ever seen more than 4. Possibly, maybe like Red Zone Rogue had 12 packs, and Team Covenant got a full booster box of the sample packs, so I don't remember off the cuff. I want to say maybe there might have been like a 5. I did like a video ages ago about all the pulls that Red Zone Rogue got and that Team Covenant got. And I want to say there might have been a 5 Atlas card pack. So they're pretty rare to pull. However, this is pretty exciting because I'm trying to think. I can't recall many examples of Atlas cards that are not in alpha. So as you know, the sample cards were a pre-production thing to test the print quality from the factory that they used for alpha and now beta and presumably Arthurian Legends. And it was very early days. The set was not complete. The alpha set was not finalized. So several of the cards that were printed as test prints were not printed, and they did not make the final set list for actually alpha nor beta. So they're yet to be used. We think maybe some of those will be used in Arthurian Legends or even future sets. So those are really the big bangers. They appear at all rarity levels. So you find those at ordinary, exceptional, ordinary, exceptional, elite, and unique. And I know that for a fact right off the cuff because there is a counterspell at each of the different rarity levels that counters a spell card at that equivalent rarity level. It was nixed for alpha because it used a quick mechanic that allowed you to play it on your opponent's turn, and that was a concept that was not included in alpha nor beta. Someone is blowing up. Someone is Facebook messaging me at record pay. How do I have 22 Facebook Messenger posts? All right, so now if I go to Facebook, here, I'm probably going to need to do this and that. All right. I got a group chat just like popping off, talking about God knows what. So those are the bangers, guys, at all rarity net levels. So we have at the exceptional, you have the Trill Wolpertinger by Elvira Shakarova. No, not Elvira, by Severin Pignot. Elvira's mix cards were at the exceptional rarity, and I pulled the Mix Ignis a few weeks ago. That was really incredible. There was a several $1,000 offer for that right away. So that's like a huge card. As I mentioned, the Predestination's like a five-digit, five-figure card. Massive value in that. Oh, thanks. Whoever gave me the heart emoji, thank you, man. If you guys want to like the video or, click the thing, the like or heart things, or the mad face, whatever the hell you want to do on Facebook, that really helps with engagement and getting people to view the lives. YouTube has not figured out how to properly support people that focus on live content like I do. They jerk us around, they hide our shit in the live tab, and no one ever sees it, and it's a freaking shame because we've had a lot of fun with these weekly events. All right, I shuffled the hell out of these things. We're probably good enough. No, yeah, for those of you guys just joining, there are no Atlas sites in this pack, which is pretty insane. I think I'm going to do another giveaway later on for Patreon supporters. And there's 98 people. I'll explain how I structured that. I'm going to basically buy an artist proof from Vincent Pompetti, like I did a few weeks ago, and then give it away to one of you guys at my cost. So that's why I had multiple wheels earlier. So we need to go back to the wheel screen. And this is going to be the Patreon wheel. And this is the sample break wheel. So, all right, guys. We got our cases. We got our contestants on the wheel. Again, if you want to buy into these sample breaks, there's 6 slots left in the next one, which will be next weekend. Every week. As long as we can keep going, we'll keep going every week. We'll either do sample packs or alpha breaks, probably, for a while. So I'm acquiring more 2 cases of alpha. So I'll open that up. We're 9 out of 15 slots sold on the next sample break, so 6 to go. So if you guys want in on that, just join the Collector Arthouse Discord or send me a DM. Do what you got to do. All right, 15 people. 43 minutes in, right on schedule for the break. 71 people. 71 people tuning in. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Savvy 10, man. All right. Savvy 10 has 1 in the pack, so we put him on top. Savvy, I think, said he was interested in alpha. I was confused if he meant interested in a case or breaks. So let me know later, Savvy. All right, Savvy. Right off the top. Are we at max zoom? Let's get some autofocus. There we go, baby. All right. First out of the pack. Sneak Thief. Wow. So the elite. This is the elite slot right out of the gate. So now we're banking on exceptional bangers. Man, that was lucky. The Sneak Thief as an elite. I don't think I obviously haven't pulled this one. I've never even seen this card. This might be the only Sneak Thief ever discovered, to my knowledge. So what we need to do is go and research this baby a bit. This is Jeff Easley, is an iconic artist. Has been at it for decades. Super popular, big time name in fantasy art. That is a sick hit. I'm at a loss for words. All right, let's go to the Collector Arthouse. Collector Arthouse website, guys. CollectorArthouse.com. Can I do one of these things? No, I can't do the switcheroo. All right, fine. All right, so we're going to go to CollectorArthouse.com, Sorcery Cards. Let's see how Jeff's chilling here. Where's Jeff? It's alphabetical. Can't miss him. There he is. There he is. He's wearing like a lab coat or something, it looks like. About to perform some surgery. The Sneak Thief. Oh, it did stay as an elite. For some reason, I thought it might be an exceptional. All right, so the Sneak Thief is still 2 to cast, 2 power level. All right. So in the sample card, it says an elite and foul, felonious mortal. That changed to an elite mortal, burgles and borrows. Always the alliteration. You know? Foul, felonious wasn't enough. Felonious? Felonious mortal. It's got to be felonious. All right, an elite mortal, burgles and burrows. Stealth, tap, steal an artifact out of the hands of another target unit here, and stay stealthed. Is that a word? Stealthed? Someone Google stealth with an ED at the end. Stealth, ED. So very hard word to say. They changed that. No, they actually went to stealth in alpha. So someone researched that. Someone knows English. Stealth, this thief may pick up or take a relic borne by a minion without exiting stealth. Damn. Dude, the artwork's incredible on this guy. Look at this. Look at a Sneak Thief. What a hit. What's up with this, like, mutated hand, too? This guy's an interesting character. It looks like he's a 4-fingered monster. He's had a horrible schmelting accident right here. You see that? You see the schmelt on that guy? Look at that. All the middle fingers are conjoined. You gotta look close. The detail in the shutters, man, they're like aged. The lighting effect with the light beam coming down. Beautiful artwork. Who owns this original painting, I wonder? Well, you Magic guys, man. You Magic the Gathering guys. I know you go to Gary Con, is it? It's Gary Con. They go to Gary Con and you find Tony Sudlow and Jeff Easley there more often than not. Annual art show. A lot of the TSR guys, you know, guys that did TSR decades ago, like Tony and Jeff Easley. And I think Jeff had some paintings there, is my theory. Because I know a lot of you Magic painting collectors landed some of the Easley Alpha originals. So good for you, bad for me. Be awesome to own an Easley. All right. So that was Savvy 10, man. You crushed. That's a valuable card right there. Like I say, to my knowledge, the only one ever to be discovered. Gary Con has Magic? No, I'm saying it's typically TSR artists. It's more fantasy art. I don't think it's a Magic event. I'm saying Magic fans go there because there's these art enthusiasts and these Magic collectors, and they know Easley's usually there and Tony Sudlow and these guys. So I think Doug Kovacs has been there in the past. So they were at the show a few years ago, and I think they landed some of the Easley paintings early on. So, and I think some of the Sudlow paintings early on too. But yeah, it's not a Magic specific event. All right, Miltu Med. Miltu Med's up next. Miltu Med. Oh, you have 2 in this pack. Yeah, Miltu Med is almost always in on the action. So thank you, Mil, for participating. Called the guy Mil. All right. It's kind of funny. Miltu Med. The Medic. Here we go, Mil. Right off the top. Old Salt Anchorman. This was the card, the artist proof I gave away a few weeks ago. I forget who won that one. I can't remember. So we're going to do another Vincent giveaway later on when we're done opening the pack. The Old Salt. I love this artwork. It's so sick. It's so underappreciated. Because I don't know that this is a highly meta-relevant card, but the artwork is freaking next level. I'm telling you. It's so good. Vincent Pompetti. All right, sorcery cards, Vincent Pompetti. Let's take a look at the change. The sample cards are all about the development history and the development change in the game. So we're going to go to Old Salt Anchorman. 2 to cast. Is that better or worse? Maybe we'll go with this. You can appreciate a few of his artworks. 2 to cast. 2 toughness. It was 1 to cast. So a lot of these sample cards were very OP. An ordinary pirate mortal, hold steady and true. that changed to an ordinary mortal, hold steady and true. So it didn't really change. We just got rid of pirate. It's not a pirate mortal anymore. He's just a mortal. This Anchorman and nearby allies are immovable by enemies. Nearby allies can't be moved by any spells and abilities. And then we have a flavor text quote. So the flavor text did change a bit, but it's one of these goofy ones, I think. Neither should a ship rely on one small anchor, nor a life on one fair hope. That's pretty slick, actually. I like that one for alpha. Before it changed. So before, let's take a look at what it was before. It says, we stuck, nor breath nor motion, as idle a painted ship upon a painted ocean. Samuel Coleridge. That's not bad, actually. That's a pretty good one. All right, let's go back to the wheel. Back to the wheel. We're on our third card. We got 1 mil off the board and 1 mil to go. Great Iron Maiden song. Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. It's a good call. Bitter Mo? Huh? Bitter? Mo? Who? So as I mentioned, Kev Mo, that lazy bastard from All Things Contested Realm, the West Coaster, sleeps till 2 p.m. like a teenager. So what happened here is he's trying to work out a deal with this other guy, Bitter. And I don't know if the deal closed yet or not, or if it's still being negotiated. So it's going to one of those guys, and that's how you land with the Bitter Mo question mark. Bitter Mo? All right. Maybe they'll decide after we see what the hits are. I don't know. That'd be filthy on one guy or the other. There we go. Oh, sick. Magnetic Muzzle, Brian Smith. Oh my God. Dude, I have not seen a lot of Brian Smith sample cards. What a freaking hit. Magnetic Muzzle, an exceptional relic of eternal bondage. Look at the deep red. Dude, that is an unbelievable score. The exceptionals as sample cards are absolutely no joke. Incredible. Dude, that is a wicked, violent, twisted, deranged artwork by the nicest guy on the planet, Brian Smith. All he does is paint, 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 no matter what. Brian Smith. In his studio, he lives with the paint. He lives among paintings, and all he does is paint. Incredible. Let's take a look at how this baby shifted over time. All right, there's Elvira's Patreon. Man, I'm so flustered. Brian Smith. Wow. Do I ever pull a Brian Smith? I want to say like maybe Atlas Wanderers I've pulled. Boyle, I'm sure I've pulled. It's rare, guys. Magnetic Muzzle. Wow. Dude, the reds. Look how deep the reds are. It's so sick against the black. Man, it looks so good. So it became an elite relic of disquieting silence. So it went from 4 to cast to 2 to cast as an elite. And it says the bearer of this muzzle deals no damage and loses all abilities. This muzzle must be picked up by a minion, if able, and it can't be dropped. All right? So in the alpha version, it says bearer loses all non-basic abilities and can't drop Magnetic Muzzle. At the end of each player's turn, if Magnetic Muzzle is abandoned, that player attaches to a nearby minion. It is. I laugh because look at the illustration, guys. It attaches. It's just like all up in its grill with this wire string or whatever the hell this is. Man, what a mangled massacre. What a sick, sick painting. As I recall, someone bought this painting and I think they resold it. But this one is out there in the wild, and some brave soul is displaying this above the wife's side of the bed and says, hey, you're going to let me play at the LGS this week, right? Right? You're going to let me play. Just a few hours. Just a few hours. No big deal. That's how you use the muzzle. All up in the grill. A relic of disquieting silence. You got to use the sorcery cards to your advantage, guys. All right, so we got 12 to go. Let me get refocused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're gonna let me play, right? Take a look. Take a look at the wall. Take a look at the wall. Look at it. All he does is paint, paint, paint no matter what. Got acrylic on his mind. He can never get enough. Oh, Draco the Silly D. Draco the Silly D. I think I saw Silly up in the chat. Silly Draco. All right, man. Here we go. You just missed on the muzzle. All right, let's see. Heyo. All right. Right off the top. Damn, the freaking muzzle. Lucky Charm. So we've hit this one before, fairly recently, I think. And a gorgeous artwork by Jussie Pilkus holding this charm gem. Man, so much line detail on this one. Really incredible artwork. I love the how the charm wraps around the two wrists. It's kind of like woven into the hands. He's wearing all these rings. Man, his artwork is sick. Everybody loves Jussie. Super popular artist. Some people call him Juicy. His art's juicy. I don't know if it's Juicy or Jussie. It does have that, they don't print it on the card. I thought it had the little, the dots above the U. What do they call that? What do they call that, guys? Where are cultured sorcery fans that know about these things? The two little dots. It's not a tilde, right? It's like a, it's a thing. It's definitely something. Who knows? Jussie Pilkus. Lucky Charm. Nobody knows. Nobody's literate here. All right, Lucky Charm won the cast. No change there. An exceptional relic of Benison and Boone. All right, so they went with a heavy alliteration for Alpha, per usual. You used to say an ordinary relic to keep your streak going. Oh my, look at all the words. Look at all these words, guys. Look at that. We'll be here all day. Let me just read the Alpha card. Bearer's controller has whenever you do something at random, you may do it in extra time and choose one of the outcomes. Damn. Imagine the parlay with Keith Era mechanism. Who's pulling that move? Has anybody pulled off the Keith Era plus Lucky Charm? I got to post that in the community group later and the Collector Arthouse Discord. You guys tell me some stories about the parlay of the Lucky Charm and the Keith Era mechanism. That's got to be a thing, right? How could that not be a thing? It's absolutely a thing. All right, back to the wheel. Read that chat. Did somebody already mention this? Umlaut. Umlaut? It's an umlaut? Umlaut. All right. Pacatus. Pacatus is a regular every week too. Last week, Pacatus hit the Ghost Ship. That was the big hit in the elite slot. Yeah, these American packs, man. These American packs have been bangers. It's the same guy. He's like, why did you open that time stop out of my pack? Why did I sell you that pack, is what he said. He sent me a hilarious, what do you call those things? A GIF? GIF? The motion picture thing. All right, here we go. Wall of Fire, Matt Thames. So Matt Thames, he's offering his artist proofs. He's doing these cool little like doodle sketches on these bad boys. And this is, you know, like a MTG throwback, the walls, right? Wall of Fire. Umlaut. Umlaut, thanks. Oh, we got an English teacher in the house. All right, thanks, man. It's an umlaut. All right, an ordinary aura of pyromancy and about 3 billion words that won't be read. All right, let's go. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the old art house. Sorcery cards, Matt Thames. Here we go. All right, Matt Thames, Wall of Fire. All right, 1 to cast becomes 2 to cast. So it's a little more expensive. An ordinary aura of Blazing Barricade. All right, so we didn't have enough alliteration on the sample card. It simply said an ordinary aura of Pyromancy, but now we have Blazing Barricade, which is pretty nice. That does look like a blazing barricade, right? This is really cool artwork if you really look close. You know, the river of flame here kind of going on, and then the Blazing Barricade. There's no getting past that, is there? What are you going to do? You going to run fast? No. Nobody's running fast through that thing. You're getting lit up if you try running through that. All right? Pacatus. Not bad. Sauerkraut. Rip. He doesn't like it. He's not happy. Well, you got the Ghost Ship last week, man. You hit the elite. So you're playing with house money already. Someone's going to want that Ghost Ship. I remember auction 1 for 600, 500, 600 like a year and a half ago. And now samples are at peak hotness. So a lot of interest, a lot of excitement around samples. 10 to go. Here we go. He wants to sell it. Someone alerted him. He comes in. He gets the wall. Orth. Orth is the man as well. Thank you, Orth, for recently signing up for Patreon. Maybe you'll be a lucky winner of the Patreon giveaway today. All right, Orth. Off the wheel. Let's see what you got here. No Atlas cards today at all. Here we go. Scarecrow. The Scarecrow. So this was a Lindsay Crewmet. I sold this. I helped her sell this painting. Actually, a Patreon member bought this painting. A gaunt and ragged ordinary relic. At the start of each player's turn, nearby airborne minions they control must move away from this Scarecrow. You might want to hit me up later, Orth. You might want to reach out to the guy that bought this original painting. I forget if he owns the sample card for this or not, but he's a pretty avid collector. He might have interest in this one. So all of Lindsay's stuff is oil on canvas, and you can really see the texture and detail in her paintings. The recent one that she did for Arthurian Legends and revealed was recently purchased. She ended up selling that one around the holidays. It was revealed, so she was able to sell it. Most of the artists are not, they're under NDA. They're not able to sell their stuff, right? So we still got to wait on Arthurian Legends. But since she was able to reveal that latest one that she did, I'm forgetting the name off the cuff, but it's pretty sick. And it made me think of it because they're all the oil on canvas. She does beautiful work. Really, really nicely done. All right, so let's take a look at the Scarecrow. And I got to go to the other view. So, yeah, it's probably easier just to go full screen. I think it'll come up better on the picture or on the, the stream. TV. I don't know what size TV. Oh, look at the artworks. The Snow Leopard, the Ancient Dragon, the Beast of Burden. They're all banger artworks. I own the Seasoned Sellsword original painting, man. I love that one. So great. Look at that. Look at this female warrior with the massive sword ready to F shit up. Incredible. So the Scarecrow went from 3 cost to 2. So a bit of a buff. A gaunt and ragged ordinary relic. Genesis, return each airborne minion here to its owner's hand. Airborne minions can't enter this location. All right, so it's got a bit of a specialized airborne effect. Have there been any sample packs with an elite and a unique? No, I don't think so. To my knowledge, I don't believe we've ever seen that happen. There have been a few packs that did not have the elite or unique slot. There was one that Red Zone Rogue opened. It only had 14 cards in the pack, and it was missing the elite unique slot. So that was pretty devastating. I mean, you got 12 free packs, so you really can't complain. But I think on one of my breaks very early on, one of the packs only had, every time it's always had 15 cards, but I think there was one time where there was no elite or unique. But the interesting thing is, like, some of the biggest hits are at the exceptional slot and then the ordinary with the ordinary counterspell. And there's others. There's a few. I think was the one we hit last week, the hunting party. I forget if that was ordinary or exceptional. I want to say exceptional. The exceptionals are a money slot, man. You could really hit some sick stuff there. Really great. All right. User 17. User 17 is also a regular. Can't get enough sample cards. All right. We already hit the elite unique, so we're not likely to hit another one of those. But we've only hit one exceptional so far. So there's still huge potential, and then there's some banger ordinaries that we could still hit. Backstab. The elusive Backstab. So here's one of the exceptionals. That's 2 exceptionals now from the pack. The friggin' impossible to find alpha foil card. The Backstab by Vincent Pompetti. A lot of people love this artwork too. It's very nicely done. Very colorful, very flavorful. With the absolute pain and agony that this guy is going through. Getting stabbed in the back. So that's a pretty nice hit. Let's go take a look at what the change looked like in this card from Vincent Pompetti, the most commissioned artist in Alpha. And I think he's doing a ton for future sets too. He's done a lot of Arthurian Legends work outside of Sorcery. So be interesting to see if any are licensed or how much are licensed. I know like Eric licensed work sometimes. He's done that several times in Alpha. And it seems to be a mixed bag in Sorcery of licensed work and newly commissioned work. And it probably offers them some flexibility with time to acquire the work and get it onto a card for the game, and also cost, as I imagine licensing is typically less expensive than to commission an original specifically. It's a matter of time, right? All right, backstab. 2 to cast. 1 threshold now in Alpha instead of 2. Exceptional magic of sharp surprise is what the sample card says. And now it says exceptional magic of treachery and treason. So the heavy alliteration. Target minion moves to an adjacent location, if needed, to strike another target tapped minion there. So it gives you that movement effect, which is pretty powerful. It used to say on the sample card in the early days, target friendly minion vanishes into the shadows, reappears at target location with a lone enemy, and attacks it. Damn, that's pretty sick and flavorful. I like it. It tells us. Let's go back to the overhead cam so you can see this a little better. It tells a story within the card, within just the mechanic of the card. Target friendly minion vanishes into the shadows. So right now you got your mind racing of this guy vanishing into the shadows, reappears at target location with a lone enemy and attacks it. If attack minion dies, it does not deal combat damage. That's pretty sick. So yeah, you can just keep stabbing guys in the back and not taking damage and surviving the blow. So let me see here. Yeah, you play it on a minion. It's a spell. Backstab. That is a great artwork. Vincent Pompetti. What a guy. Great artist. The 1080p, man. Look at it. It looks nice. Look at the fingernails. So nicely manicured. All right. Back to the wheel. Back to the wheel. People hate when I talk about nail clippings on the channel. Really triggers people. 8 people to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, people get really upset. Agent Made. All right, Agent Made has 3 in his pack. We still have not hit his name yet. It's first time for Agent. You'd think he'd get the backstab. That'd be right on. That would be flavorful. It'd be right on brand. Oh, Pristinables. Pristinables with his 1 from the pack. Pristinables has been getting in on the action a few times as well. So we're moving from the wheel. And right off the top, 8 to go. We're almost halfway through the pack. Midnight Rogue, Elvira Shakarova. So if Elvira's still watching, you got the Midnight Rogue. I swear someone was looking for this card recently and was asking about this. If I remember correctly, this card was included in the collector tier. The painting is what I mean. So the painting was given away. We were all watching, wondering if Red Zone Rogue would hit this card. But he did not. He got the Scorpions, as he showed on his channel. So it says, an ordinary mortal lurks in the dark. All right? So we got a lot of guys lurking in the shadows, lurking in the dark in these sample cards, just like the backstab. So let's go to the wheel and have a look here at what's going on with the Midnight Rogue. Midnight Rogue, sorcery cards. Elvira Shakarova, who was on the channel at the beginning of this stream. If you missed it, it'll be posted later. You can go back and hear what she had to say about what she's got going on in her Patreon. All right, the Midnight Rogue is an ordinary mortal that hides in the shadows. So it went from lurks to hides. It used to lurk in the dark. Now it hides in the shadows. It's a good tweak. And it has ranged and stealth. It went from 2 to cast to 3. Same 2 power level. It says, I'll have respect for your laws when you make them respectable. Very solid for Alpha. It used to say, patience is the most deadly of disciplines, which is also pretty sick. It must be tough with these flavor texts, man. You know, some of them were great already, and then they're still great on Alpha. Somewhere it might have been butchered a little bit. A little, not as much to my liking, but pretty nice there as a sample card and as an Alpha card, I gotta say, on the Midnight Rogue. All right, 7 to go. We're picking up steam. What else did I want to show? I'm going to show some other stuff after the breaks. We're going to look at some artist proofs and stuff. Agent made. And if you guys want to see anything else, let me know in chat after. I'm probably missing a lot of the chat right now. David Bousquet. Bousquet or Bousquet? He says, I got a Midnight Rogue in the last beta box I opened, and the card was in the middle of the pack backwards. Only time in 24 boxes that happened. Thought maybe it was a curio or sample, but it wasn't. Imagine if a sample card showed up in like a beta pack. That would be the ultimate curio. That would be pretty sick. Hey, Eric, good curio idea from this guy, David, right now. You put your own mistakes as a beta curio. You trolled us in alpha. Why not put a sample card, or at least the print file variant with all the sample card details as a curio in Arthurian Legends or whatever is to come after that? That I would be heavily in favor of that. It would have historical relevance, and it would be pretty slick. And for these master collectors, they can go collect all of them. Bitter Cardboard says no. Denied. Rejected. Common sense. Maybe is wait a minute. There's a guy that hits me up every single week. Is this the card he asked for? I gotta I'm not sharing my screen. Every single week he's like, hey, have you found that card yet? Have you found the card? And I think this might be the card. Is this the card? Let me see. Let me see what he's looking for. Every week he asks me, and every week I forget instantly. So he just keeps asking. And he needs to, too, because I can't remember shit, man. I'm like an old senile bastard. Let me see. You just gotta hold. You gotta bear with me here on this one. I want to see. I'm wasting too much time. All right, did you find it? I'm looking for it. Did you find it? Oh, you see, says two of his go-tos. Dude, I'm telling you, is this the card? I'm a big fan of altars. Blah 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 blah. Whoa. Is this the card? I might have to message this guy. Everyone's got to wait until I figure it out. Oh, and let me know if you come across a common sense sample. I'm still looking for it. Dude. Every week I got to crush this guy. Every week he asks for the common sense. What did I tell you about the Ordinaries? The Ordinaries have monster hits, and this, let me tell him I just hit it. Just pull the common sense. I got it. Who pulled this one? Agent made? Agent made. You got a buyer. I just pulled the common sense sample card. How about them apples? All right. Now he knows. Okay. All right, guys. All right. Now he knows. I could finally say, yes, I did. Common sense. One of the most meta-relevant cards, one of the most powerful ordinary cards. Awesome artwork by Drew Tucker. This is like middle-aged Drew right here. I think this was inspired by himself. Because I remember he posted this on his Facebook group. People were like, Drew, that kind of looks like you. And he's like, it kind of does, doesn't it? He'll never tell you outright. But it could be Drew Tucker himself in his own painting. So let's see. Let's analyze this one. Because I know this is like a big-time card. It's used a lot in alpha and beta. Or whatever. In gameplay, right? Calm down. Calm down, players. Always a little heated. Always a little heated at the collectors. Search your spellbook for an ordinary card, reveal it to your opponent, and draw it. Shuffle your spellbook. All right. I'm probably going to not do that. I'm probably just going to keep opening packs and buying paintings. But I do play when I can, which so far is I could count on one hand. I could also count on no hands the times I've lost, just for the record. So there is that. There is that for sure. Drew Tucker. Common sense. The ordinary appears as magic to some. All right, so I went from 1 to cast to 2 to cast. And it says, search your spellbook for an ordinary card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Shuffle your spellbook. Could this text be smaller? Common sense is the most widely shared commodity in the world. For every man is convinced that he is well supplied with it. Rene Descartes. All right, let's go back to the big screen and analyze this baby. I'll break that streak for you, Mike. Get wrecked. Is that Kyle? It's got to be Kyle. It says Facebook user, but I don't even need to know the name. I know who would say get wrecked. All right. Yeah, it's a 1-drop. It's a 1-drop. Can't trip. All right, anyway. Search your spellbook for an ordinary card, reveal it to your opponent, and draw it. Shuffle your spellbook. Common sense is the genius of humanity. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. How about that one, guys? The common sense. That's a banger. I guess yeah, it is Kyle. Yeah, I knew it. I thought your name was like Keel or something, but then you said Kyle on your video. It was a good. You do good videos, by the way, man. Go check out Kyle. He's trying to grow his YouTube channel so he can do some breaks for you guys. If you want to type what your YouTube channel is, go ahead and type it in there, Kyle. We need to grow that thing so you can do your breaks as well. All right. All right, here we go. Back to the wheel. So we pulled it. I could tell him we pulled it. 6 to go. Let's make sure we got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6 to go. Agent made again. All right, man. This guy's popping off. We got 60 people following today. Thanks, guys. That's a pretty good turnout. Appreciate that. I'll try to be slightly more entertaining than usual. 61. Someone believed me. Someone bought in. Always keep them guessing. Wild Boars. How about them boars? Vasily Ermolaev. Ordinary beasts. So we usually... Let's go to Vasily's page. We always pull a Vasily, it seems. Guy's such a stud artist. Such a unique style. It seems like we always pull the boss troll, right? We rarely pull the boars. It's an ordinary beast of bold black bristle. And this is pretty relevant in a beast deck, I gather. I mean, I am a professional sorcery player, so I know somebody. I know things, to be honest. And you can use the Highland Falconer, and you could summon this guy. See? So I am whatever I say I am. If I wasn't, why would I say I am? Think about it. Think about it. It's just common sense, really. No pun intended. But yeah, you could summon this guy with the first ever sorcery artist. Sorcery's first ever artist. Let me, people on Facebook saying I should talk about gameplay. So let's talk about gameplay. You want it, you got it. You got it, you got it, baby. All right, where is the Falconer? Look, the Highland Falconer. An elite mortal and master of flight. Genesis, you may search your hand and spellbook for a beast, like this guy, with airborne. Fuck. Unlike this guy. So close. So close, man. I was so close to actually being smart. I was within earshot of smartness. Airborne. Yeah, now you're just trolling me. I know about airborne. You don't need to tell me about airborne. With airborne and mana cost 2 or less. Look, it's a defect. It's a misprint on the Falconer. It kind of makes sense because he's catching falcons on his arm. But anyway, this is what you get for talking about gameplay on this channel. It's just bad karma, really. You got to stick to paint. Stick to paint, as they say. Stay in your box, little boy. Stay in your lane, says the game players. Don't you come near us. Get off me. Get off me. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Game players are triggered. They're like, this moron doesn't even know about airborne. Get him out of here. Doesn't even know about the Falconer. I know about the Falconer. I know all about the Falconer, baby. Because it sits in my art folio until I get that baby framed up. All right, 5 to go. Was that Agent again? Yeah, Agent hit the boar. So Agent, I know he's West Coast. It's early. Yeah, he's working deals and trades. So, Agent, you pulled the common sense, and there's this guy, if you're just joining, there's this guy that asks me every freaking week about the common sense. He said, did you pull it? Did you pull it? Did you pull it? I want to buy it. So you might have a sale or a trade partner there. All right, let's spin the wheel. I got a little flustered about the Falconer and the boar. I thought I had something there. Got bacon on the arm, says David. Bacon on the arm, man. It's like salt on your shoulder. It's like having salt on your shoulder. Agent made for the trifecta. Here we go. Maybe you will hit the last exceptional in the pack. Common Sense is a big-time banger. Everyone's going to want the Common Sense. It's one of the best ordinaries you could pull, in my opinion, other than the ones that are not in alpha. Fireball. Wow, I forgot about the Fireball. So you actually did hit the exceptional. So this is a great hit. The exceptionals are insanely rare because you only get 3 per pack, 244 sample packs, and the odds of getting the same exceptional across sample packs is very, very, very difficult. Very hard pull, very rare. The Fireball is really cool because it has the grid splash damage. So that's really popular in these sample cards. They did away with a lot of the grids in the actual final alpha versions. So let's have a look here at we'll analyze the change. Let's first have a look at this. The game players will know right off the bat. Game players like myself that effectively use the Falconer to summon. Look, some of you guys are only summoning the Airborne. Maybe that's why you're losing games, right? Maybe that's why you're losing games. You're summoning only the Airborne minions. Why? You just summon a boar. Look, why not? It's a beast. Just do it. It's like a backstab. It's like a sneak attack. You lurk in the shadows. You summon a boar. Bada bing, bada boom. You win the game. Fireball. 4. Plus 1 fire threshold. Exceptional magic and straightforward destruction. Splash damage. This fireball travels in a cardinal direction from your spellcaster. It explodes when it hits an enemy above ground. Doug Kovacs. There's very few Doug Kovacs paintings in Sorcery. Doug's a great artist. He's done magic stuff. He's done sorcery stuff. And he's Doug Kovacs. I was just talking about how he attends these Gary Cons. At least he has in the past. I don't know if he does regularly. So it's an exceptional 4 and 2 threshold instead of 4 and 1. Exceptional magic of Deflagrant Destruction. Shoot a projectile. It deals 4 damage on impact and 2 damage to each other unit at that location. So you see the change, guys? There's no grid, right? No grid anymore. The sample card is the flavorful banger with the epic grid. What a nice artwork by Doug, too. Man. Very, very highly relevant. Obviously, in the Avatar of Fire decks. You know, some guys were saying Fire is not a good deck. Only as good as the guy that's piloting it. Or the girl that's piloting it. Only as good as its puppet master. So, if the Fire deck is not good, that's probably an indicator you need to practice. You need to up your game, stop losing. I don't know what it's like to lose, but I've heard it's a terrible experience. Some say the story is still fun, but you play to win the game, as they say. Someone's going to play to win the game tonight, no doubt. Definitely don't play to lose. You play to splash fire in your enemy's face. Mill to Med. All right, Mill. So now, at this point, I think we're going for... Hey, look, it's a Drool Master. Kevmo. He's waking up with a sticky face, like he always does. Yeah, I was busting your chops earlier, Mo. You missed it. Yeah, you missed it, all right. You're going to have to watch it back now. Just blew up your Sunday. Thought you'd get away with it. You thought you'd get away with less than 3-hour commitment in a Collector Arthouse stream. What a noob. What a noob, this guy. All right, Mill 2 Med, right off the top. So as I was saying, the ordinaries. We're looking for the ordinary counterspell and anything else that is not an alpha. Barry. Burry? Barry. Barry. So this is a good one. This is I've seen this show up on the meta relevancy lists that I create in my own mind. No, I'm just kidding. There's some YouTubers that are doing some gameplay action. Nice hit. Nice hit, says the Facebook user. So the Barry is a Dan Seagrave artwork. This little contorted guy getting absolutely mashed by this monster boulder looking thing. It kind of looks like the Alice Wanderer's boulder just crushed this guy's face. So he's submerged underground. I mean, there's no way to not understand what this card does, which is what's great about Sorcery. It's the tight correlation of card title, illustration, type line text, and mechanic. Sometimes flavor text. Sometimes flavor text is wild. It's just some wild nonsense. But this says, ordinary magic one hopes to never experience. Target minion or relic on a non-water site is burrowed. Here we go with the flavor text. Ready? Edgar Allan Poe on this one. From out of the depths of the countless pits, there came a melancholy rustling from the garments of the buried. That's hot. Let's see. Hopefully you guys didn't mess with this one too much. Let's find out. All right, sorcery cards. Dan Seagrave. Here we go. Ordinary magic of Terranian internment. That's solid. That's all right. All right. It goes from 2 to 3. Burrow target minion of artifact burrow target minion or artifact if able. From out of the depths of the countless pits there came a melancholy rustling from the garments of the buried. So it's word for word. I see. So the text box. All right. So you mess with the font a little bit. Oh, I see. The sizing of the text box is a bit different, and you played with the text so it fits cleanly left to right on 2 lines. What a perfectionist this guy is, Eric. Look at that. Before, you had the 3 lines, you had the artist quote below, and he's like, no. That's not good enough. And here, is this blurry coming across to you? I don't know why it looks blurry on my StreamYard page. It looks pristine. Really nice over here, but it fits on 2 lines. Edgar Allan Poe. What a quote. Not bad, Mill. That's pretty damn good, says Silly D. One of my favorite cards. All right. This art is honestly better in non-foil. Yeah, sometimes that's the case. I mean, the original painting, you look at the full art backside, always a banger. Oh, we got to go back to the wheel. All right, so we got 3 cards, 3 cases, right on schedule. Less than 2 hours. We got all the time in the world. The wife says, how long are you going to go today? I was like, 2 hours, 59 minutes. No problem. No problem. 3 to go. 2:59. Not a second longer. Booze at 80. I'm almost certain that's not his name. I had to have butchered that. I don't know. Maybe it is Booze 80. But as I was working the label maker, I was like, this cannot be right. It just doesn't seem right. Very rarely do you see an @ sign in the middle of a name. So who knows what happened there. Here we go. 3 left. Scent Hounds. Man, we are hitting all of the meta-relevant, popular, ordinary bangers today. This is a real nice pack by way of ordinaries. So the Scent Hounds, ordinary beasts with extraordinary sniffers. Nearby enemy stealth is negated. For the upwardly mobile of the Midland Court, accolades in the royal hunt of the mist were as treasured as any wartime achievement. That would be a good Arthurian Legends flavor text. So let's take a look at what they did here. Sorcery's first artist, the legendary and godly Andrea Modesti. So good, this guy. Eric, of course, kept this painting for himself. A little history of this card. This was the first card that Eric ever revealed for Sorcery on his socials. If you go to the Facebook page, not group, there's a Facebook page that the company owns. This was shared there and also in the Discord. And it's when he first shared the full art concept. So he showed this beautiful card as shown here, and then a full art version. This was before he decided to make it foil on the facing side and full art on the back. That was like an innovation or, design change that came later. So he showed the non-foil and then the full art. And he said like, hey, I was thinking about doing these full art cards. We'll see how we can make it happen, if we can make it happen. But, man, the painting here is incredible. I'm so jealous that he owns this one. I couldn't buy it. The background is just so masterfully done, the way it's like faded into the back, but it's like a beautifully balanced setting. And then he always does like these fields and the flowers. So great. And you got the 2 hounds. Extraordinary sniffers. You could tell this guy's really leading the pack and sniffing around. Great storytelling by my guy here, Andrea Modesti. He's such a legend. I love his stuff. He's so good. They didn't change this one. Yeah, I remember pulling this one. So it was 3 power toughness. It went to 2, but it still says ordinary beasts with extraordinary sniffers. Nearby enemies permanently lose stealth. Okay, so that's similar. And it looks like the flavor text is also, looks like that's 1 for 1 on the flavor text. But that's a great sample. You know how you know that one's the sample. It's the power toughness changed from 3 to 2. So it actually got nerfed slightly. But a gorgeous card. Have you had any Modesty APs up for auction or sale? No, I haven't actually. He has not done many of those just yet. When I bought one of his paintings, he did give me one. He was like, "Hey, Mike, thank you for your support," because I bought like several paintings from him. I love Andrea, and he's like, "Yeah, I've kind of been playing around," and he did this like really nice ink sketch, and I'll show it to you guys. Remind me after the break. I'll show you the Modesty sample card he sent me. But the thing is, like, he lives in Italy, and he was telling me he's got like there's like these unique rules they have. And I don't know if it's like his local town or something, or if this is like a thing for all of Italy, but like he can only sell things like a few times a year, is what he was telling me. I don't know if it's like a tax thing or I don't know, man. But like, long story short, he hasn't been offering like really the artist proofs just yet. And even his paintings are kind of hard to acquire because he's like maybe like once a year you'll have a shot. It's like always around specific timing, and sometimes you got to wait. So hopefully his artist proofs will become more readily available. I'll definitely be looking to get a bunch of those. Hopefully I can get a whole set of them. That'd be sick. But or at least the ones I own the paintings for. So with the Andrea art, while we're on the Andrea page, I was very fortunate to get the Candlemass Monks. Maybe I'll show these on the channel. I think I've shown them on the channel in the past, but I haven't like fully featured all of them. I have the Candlemass Monks, the Highland Falconer, the Humble Village, the Spear of Destiny. So I have 4 Andreas. Is that 4? I don't know, man. I just keep buying them. I just love his stuff so much. Oh, and I do have a 5th from Andrea. It's a different one. It's not in the game. Yeah, just love his stuff. Even outside of sorcery, his work is incredible. All right, so we got 2 left, right? Back to the wheel. Bittermo? He's not going to understand the backstory because he just woke up with gabagool all over his face. What a guy, that Kevmo. What a guy. Electric Sorcerer. All right. It's electric. Local guy. We'll probably see him at the Courtesan Cup, I assume, right? I forget. He probably told me if he's going or not, but I can't remember anything in my elderly senility. It's really hard to remember things, guys. It's you know what I mean? Like Falconer, airborne, not airborne. Who knows these things? You can't hold me accountable. Kev was cursed to go last as his punishment. Yeah, and the thing is, you don't even know if it's his card. That's why he gets the question mark. All right, Electric Sorcerer. Dodge Roll. So another great ordinary. We've talked about this in the past. It's the only card in Alpha that survived the quick mechanic, meaning it's the only card you could play on your opponent's turn, right? Ordinary, quick, and nimble magic. Target minion in harm's way moves to an adjacent location, cancel the attack or spell targeting the minion. So Dodge Roll. It costs nothing to cast. Only Threshold has to be in play to play on your opponent's turn. So that was one of the early mechanics they were playing with the counter spells that did not make it into Alpha. So those are pretty cool, and that's what makes this a pretty special card. Of course, Vincent Pompetti was the most commissioned artist for Alpha, and Dodge Roll is a really great artwork. I think did I help him sell this one? Man, it was so long ago. I've sold a bunch of Vincent's paintings, originals. And I think this is one we sold. It went too cheap, man. It was early days. Paintings are popping off now. They're getting really expensive, like sample packs. But it changed to, let's see, still 0 and 2 threshold, exceptional magic, nimble and quick. So that changed slightly, just kind of the wording. The quick is used at the end of the phrase. May be cast when an ally is attacked. An attacked ally may move to another adjacent location to evade the attack. All right, so the mechanic is comparable. And yeah, really nice one, Electric. Solid. Henry Cho says, I got 2 ordinaries last sample break, but they are cool cards. Lightning Bolt and Dispel. Great artwork. I'm in again for the next sample break. Yeah, man, you're in on 17. Appreciate it. We have 6 slots to go on the next break, guys. So usually, like as I'm talking here and explaining how to buy in, usually a few sell. So only 6 left. We got to get that sold out. And then once that sells out, I will open orders for an alpha break. So maybe what I'll do is next weekend do a sample pack break, and then probably the weekend after that, open at least one alpha box. If we sell enough packs, maybe I'll just do multiple boxes. Why not? In 2 hours and 59 minutes, you can do anything you want, really. I might be able to open a whole case. You know, I'll tell the wife 259, no problem. No one gets mad, no one gets upset, and there you go. Just start ripping the shit out of alpha. Why not? Rip it up. Bittermo. Bittermo? He's so confused. Is it my card? Is it Bitter's card? Kevmo, man. The man of many dreams, Kevmo. Bittermo? Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. You got to sort it out, man. You got to tell me what the deal is. What the deal? What is the deal? All right. I can't slide it off the screen because then I'll get scammer complaints. Oh, man. Elvira. So we got 2 Elvira cards in this pack. This is a gorgeous artwork. So I was talking to, a very serious art collector. It's in my Patreon recently. And he was like, dude, Rimland Nomads. Such an unbelievable painting. And look at it. The characters. It's actually the guy that commissioned the painting that you spoiled earlier on her Patreon page. She's showing a sneak peek preview of the painting she's doing for him. So he bought one of the early APs that we auctioned from Elvira, and the deal was we offered when we ran that one, Elvira and I, we said if you win the auction, you also have the opportunity to commission a matching painting of that proof. So he's going to have the proof and the painting. Pretty sick. So the Rimland Nomads is just an incredible artwork. Look at all the detail. It's beautiful. The color composition, the detail, so refined, so nice. Ordinary mortals have an extraordinary journey. Movement +1, fire immunity. Just put 1 foot in front of the other. No big deal. 1 foot in front of the other. The Rimland Nomads. Let's take a look here on the website. Elvira is the GOAT. So good. So talented. Look at this portfolio of work. Incredible. You guys, sign up for a Patreon, man. You got to support great artists, right? So they can afford to do this for a living, their full-time career, full-time commitment. That's how we'll get to enjoy their artwork for many years to come. Maybe forever, you know? Depending on scientific advancements, maybe Elvira will just live forever and keep painting. I don't know. Might take some alchemy. Maybe a Philo stone. A real life Philo stone breakthrough, finally. All right, what the hell am I talking about? 2 to cast, 1 threshold, 2 power level, so went from 3 to 2. Ordinary mortals adrift among dunes, not dooms. Movement +1 takes no damage from deserts. As the sands shift, so shall we. That's nice. That is a nice flavor text change. So Bittermo, 2 bangers in the pack, man. And you're giving it up. You're giving it up. Oi, Mr. Bugatti, where do I need to be? Where do I need to be to watch this stream with all the commentary from the gallery? Oh, you got to be on YouTube, man. You just go to YouTube. I linked it like 5 times this week. I always preview it and share it. Who's blowing me up in DMs? Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. So someone's asking about APs. We're gonna look at APs in a minute, guys. This is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna reflect on what we pulled. Then we'll do the giveaway as part of the AP showcase, and then I'm gonna show some other bangers. We're less than 2 hours, so if you guys have questions or topics you want to talk about, maybe we'll do a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. No big deal. We got all the time in the world. It's only Sunday. It's 1:13. Rimland Nomads, dodge roll. A lot of great ordinaries. I love the Nomads. Look how great that is. Rimland Nomads, dodge roll, Centhounds, bury, upstate New York. We struggle with words like this. Bury, and bear. We can't say those words. Fireball, wild boars, common sense. We lost 5 minutes on the stream, so I could go tell the guy we pulled common sense. Midnight Rogue, it's the Elvira pack. Backstab, Scarecrow, Wall of Fire, Lucky Charm, beautiful glowing artwork. Magnetic Muscle was a monster in the exceptional slot. Amazing. Old Salt Anchorman, and the first one we pulled was the Sneak Thief. So let's take a look. Let's see if a Sneak Thief has ever been pulled. So what we're going to need to do, guys, congrats to everybody that bought in. That was a pretty nice pack. We had some great hits at all rarity levels. I want to go to the website and let's go look at the sample card page. Collector's Corner Sample Card Gallery. And we have a linked Google Sheets spreadsheet right at the top. Sorcery Sample Cards, Google Sheets. All right, and then we'll go back to the overhead cam and we'll look at some hot shit. All right, some very rare stuff you can only see on the channel here. All right, so we have, let's see. Let me see if I know how to use this beast. It's tricky. It's not easy. We got a summary page with all the stats. So out of 339 cards, there have been 39 uniques discovered, 66 elites. I think these are unique variants. So we're getting like an idea of the composition of 339. Wow. 5 unknown. All right. So I'm going to need Eric to break this down for me. But we're going to go to polls. If you go to the polls page and we're going to look for Sneak Thief, it is alphabetical. Appreciate that. Could always do a sort or filter. All right. Where is Sneak Thief? Come on, baby. Come to me. Sneak Thief. Elite. Spell. All right. So column E says 3. Column G says 3. Let's see what the headers are called. I should have done a freeze. All right. Total from packs. 400 from pledge packs. All right. It looks like 3 copies of this have been discovered. Only 3 that we know of. Oh, and then he's got a column for the silver packs. Okay, so total. Let's see if this. Yeah, this is an equation. All right, so it's summing G plus P plus S. All right, so he's adding up the pledge packs, the silver packs, and the art packs. Those are the 3 types of sample packs that exist. Pledge, silver, art, and then there's precons. All right, so he even accounted for the precon decks. Okay, so total from packs and then precons. All right, let's go back. So we want to look at column E, which is the total from all pack variants. And sometimes he's watching as I do this and updating this real time. So it's either going to be 3 or 4. All right, so they do not exist in the pre-constructed sample decks. And there's been 3 discovered in aggregate across sample packs, art packs, and silver packs, or Kickstarter, art packs, and silver packs. And you gotta watch my comprehensive guide to sample cards to understand the difference there. I don't want to get into it right now. It's too much. So all 3 have been discovered in pledge packs from the Kickstarter, and this is either 3 or 4. It depends if Eric's on the job right now updating it. There's only 3 or 4 copies of this card in existence, the Sneak Thief. All right. So a great resource. He did update it from your poll. Wow, the guy's watching in real time updating it. All right, thanks, Mill, for letting me know. So there's only 3, inclusive of that one. That's amazing. All right, let's look at some stuff here. So we have the auction going tonight. Blood Ravens original painting. This is a sample card of Blood Ravens. It'll be included in the auction. Let me grab the painting one more time in case we have people. We have some people that dropped. They only cared about the break. Or they got things to do. It is Super Bowl Sunday. But we showcase this godly original painting. This is the original of the Blood Ravens by our guy, Mikhail Nagy-Paul. It's so hard to acquire a Mikhail Nagy-Paul original painting because only 2 were given out in collector tier. This one and one of the towers. And then Eric owns all of them. So you can't pry them from Eric, man. I heard he's giving some away, a few, to his buddies and whatnot, but like he doesn't sell them. So that one's going to be, tonight's your chance. It's going to be a 48-hour auction starting tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to run till Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, and it will include this sample card as well. So you get the unique, extremely rare, obviously the original painting's a 1 of 1. You get a piece of history from Sorcery Alpha and Pre-Alpha. Pretty hot. And then, while we're talking about Mikhail, I only have one more artist proof card. I know he's working on another set, so there'll be more artist proofs from Mikhail. These freaking top loaders, man. They get so dusty. So Mikhail's working on more artist proofs, so it's going to be a bit of time until he finishes those up, and then there's drying time, and then he ships them off to me, and then they get auctioned on the Sorcery Contested Realm community, the community Facebook group, and the Collector Arthouse Discord. And what we have here is the last one that I currently have available in stock. The others have been auctioned. This is the Meteor Shower. You know it's an artist proof because of the square corners and because of the epic paintings he does on the back. And here it is. The Streaking Meteor. It's kind of got like almost like a falling star raven aspect to it as it's piercing the sky and plunging into this desolate earth. Really cool concept. Looks really nice in person with those beautiful blues contrasted across the decimated land. It's about to get further, these poor trees about to get further obliterated in the meteor shower. Is a streaking? Yeah, it's a phoenix. Yeah, you're right. It's a streaking phoenix. It's not really a raven. This is my dumbass imagination running wild. Elite magic of otherworldly destruction. Beautiful work. Very creative, original artist. Very unique style, very creative. Mikhail Nagy-Paul. All right, so that one will be coming up probably Tuesday night, after his painting auction ends. All right, so what we wanted to do, we're going to take a look at some of the... Look at all these artist proofs. These are all the artist proofs that are left from Vincent Pompetti. Vincent just went absolutely nuts. I've sold like a lot of these already for Vincent. And he just went nuts early on. He was the first artist to paint his artist proofs, and he just like went crazy on it for a while. And he did like a handful of every card. And he has 25 cards, like as I mentioned, right? He's the most commissioned artist for Alpha. So he has a lot of them. He's a lot to offer. But there's only 25 in existence that he was given. There's 4 more from the Avatar of the Realm pledged here, because each of those guys got a full complete set. Lucky bastards. And yeah, so these are available. So what I thought I'd do, there's been a lot of Elvira Pawlikowska artist proofs selling recently. I think like 25 to 30 have sold like in the past couple months. She's doing the detailed sketches. And there's also like a bunch for direct sale being offered now. The uniques are $400, and all the other rarity levels that you're going to see here are $300. Fixed price plus shipping. If it's in the U.S., it's not that much to ship. Even international, it's not too bad for a unique item like this. So you can just hit me up or go to the Collector Arthouse website, and I have a page showcasing those. There's a shop tab on the site. But we're going to look at some of his artist proofs. And then what I want to do is for my Patreons, let's go to the, before we take a look. Oh, look at that. Damn, that's a good view, man. I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty slick. Look at these layouts. Let's mess with these layouts. I misclicked for the win. Whoa! Easy, Tiger. All right, misclick for the win. It does obscure things, though. This is better. This is better anyway. All right, so we're going to go put that aside for a moment. And then what I want to do is, so here's the shop page. You can see this needs to be updated because I've sold a lot of these. You have a bunch of artist proofs available for direct sale from Elvira Pawlikowska that I was just talking about. Like, just sold like 20 to 30 of those. They're all already delivered or on their way to the buyers. And then you have all these from Vincent Pompetti. And I know some of these have sold too. Everyone's asking about the Highland Princess. Those are long gone. But there's a lot. Look at his artwork. Awesome style, man. Very unique. You can't mistake a Vincent. So anyway, you go check those out and just hit me up if you're interested. There's a more current list on my Discord that you can check as well. But what I did is I loaded up the wheel here with the Patreon. So I as I mentioned, there's 98 people in the paid tiers in the Collector Arthouse Patreon. And then there's like some other people that just follow in the free tier. So the free's like more limited. I'll do a broadcast for like breaks and things as a broader announcement. But most of the benefits are in the paid tiers. And every once in a while, I like to do giveaways and things to give back to Patreon supporters. Just random things and opportunities to pop up from time to time. So what I thought I'd do is buy one of these artist proof cards from Vincent Pompetti, spin the wheel, and then give it away to one of you guys. And to be fair about it, I have an alpha tier, which were like the early adopters of the channel. So when I was just getting my start with YouTube and Facebook and Discord and all this stuff, there were some very early supporters that have been with me this whole time. So for those folks, I added you guys to the wheel like 5 times. I think what I did is like the top tiers. There's pledge tiers levels all the way from $10 to $100. and many very, very generous supporters that have been with me a long time. $20 tier, $40 tier, $75 and $100, and then a lot more at the lower, as you would suspect, $10, $15 tier, $20 tier. So if you're in a high-end tier, I put your name on the wheel 5 times. And then if you were an alpha supporter, meaning you were one of the early adopters before those tiers sold out, then you're on the wheel 3 more times. So you have better odds of winning today. And this will be one of many giveaways we'll do over the course of the coming months, years, etc. All right, so that's why you have 134 names on the wheel, even though we have 98 people in the paid tiers. So we're going to shuffle that up, and then we're going to do a spin. And I'll just spin it now, and then we're going to look at some of Vincent Pompetti's artist proof cards, and we're going to pick one out for the win. All right? Just one that, we like. Get out of here, Koyobi. Koyobi? He barely exists anymore. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find him. This guy's a myth, So, interesting story. Koyobi is one of the avatar of the realm. I'm on their 0. No way. All right, so Koyobi is one. Wasn't me. This shit is rigged. Keep it up. Thanks, Bitter, by the way. Appreciate the compliment. So Koyobi and myself were Avatar of the Realm backers of the Sorcery Alpha Kickstarter. It was like a almost $10,000 pledge. It was like, there was some funny business with New Zealand dollars, like these conversions. Who even knew there was a New Zealand dollar? Why would New Zealand need their own dollar? It's kind of a weird thing. There's only like 20 to 25 people that live in New Zealand, is my understanding. Yet they have their own dollar. So anyway, there was like these conversions and whatnot that made it a little less than 10 grand. So it was still a massive leap of faith for myself and 3 other maniacs, one of which was Koyobi, that backed at the highest level. And so he already has like a sick collection, and he's about to get another free artist proof because he's a lucky bastard. How about that? If I could even find him. I don't know. I haven't seen him around in a while, but it's a good excuse to hit him up and see when he's going to sell me his avatar painting. So what we'll do is go take a look at the Vincent cards, and all of these, except for the single one that I cherry pick in this lot, will be available for direct sale. They are available. All right. So what we need to do is do a little tilt-a-roo here, so there's not so much glare. And yeah, even New Zealanders don't know about their own dollar. The whole dollar business is a myth. All right, so we're gonna start with the sea serpent, and then what I'll do is I'll just pick one out that I think is awesome, and I'll send it to him for free. So I got to ship it to Germany. Koyobi. All right. So we got 3 left of the sea serpent. Wow, that one's been pretty popular because he's done several of these. Look at this angry guy. All right, so we got, tell him in order to accept this, he needs to respond to me about the avatar. Oh, you're trying to buy that avatar painting? No, get out of here with that, man. I want the avatar. All right, I already got one avatar. I should probably share the wealth and not be a greed monster. Imperial Road. I thought that was a unique. So I set aside the uniques. I'm going to pick an elite. So we got 3 versions of the pillars. Skirmishers of Mew, man. This is such a sick artwork. Did he sell this one? Oh, man. I really, really like this one. If I were to buy a Vincent, this would be high on my list. I think Simon from the company got the kite archer, but not this one. Kind of reminds me of that. But these archers are pretty sick. I really like the different concepts he did. Against just like a simple white background. It's like it kind of just pops out of the card. Those are all pretty awesome in their own right. Yeah, so then we have the Delcian Phalanx. So this one has sold quite a bit too. Exceptional mortals who yield no ground can only move themselves forward. So only 2 of these left. Wow, that's surprising. Do I still have... I thought I pulled it out of the case. All right, so we got 2 of these guys. Ah, that one's pretty nice. Maybe that'll be the one. I don't know. I really like what he did with these shields. Oh, the backstab. That would be pretty fitting. Should I give him a backstab? Stab him in the back. Steal his avatar painting. That's the move, right? That's got to be the play. So only 2 left of the backstab. These are... Oh, this one's sick. I can't believe no one bought this one. I thought I actually sold this one. Maybe it was another one that was similar. That's pretty good. I almost don't want to give it to him. Should I? He is a supporter. That's a nice one, man. Maybe I'll give him that one. I don't know. I have a weakness for the art. Whenever I see it, I just got to have it. Beautiful. Abundance. Classy European woman. The kite archer, like we were just talking about. The kite archer is a sick concept too. Such an amazing watercolor painting. His watercolor works so good. Wow. These archers are awesome too. Look at this guy. This is nice. It's got a little splash of color in the back. And the others just kind of pop out of off the card. Oh, I'm putting some backwards, some forwards. All right, so we got a few contenders there. Rain of Arrows. No love for the Rain of Arrows. Look how many are left of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arrows. Ordinary magic eclipses the sun. Deal 1 damage to each above ground minion. Is that not good? 1 damage to each above ground minion? Only 2 to cast? This seems like a pretty good card. Who's playing this game? We got to have some game players that also aren't hating on me and accusing me of being a dirty collector. Wow, look at that. I might give them one of these since they're getting no respect. APs are about the painting on the back, not necessarily the card. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Hit your own minions? Ah, okay. All right. Well, yes, I could see. Good call. I didn't know that. Dodge roll. We pulled one of these today. Only 3 dodge roll left. These have been pretty cool. And these were actually done, like some have sold, so you can't see the story now, but Vincent does a lot of comic book work. And in this series of dodge rolls that he did, they told a story. There was like at least 5 or 6, maybe 7 or 8. I can't even remember, but it was like sequential. You see what's going on here? So he's dodging away from the ogre, jabs him in the knee, evades the revenge attack, and then he stands triumphant at the end. So it was a concept he did. I think this was Vincent Buono's idea in France. Vincent is the greatest Frenchman. Him and Thagaste. And 5, I think, is in France. Those guys are 3 goats from the old country. Not my country. I'm Italian, but it's close enough. I got a lot of respect for the French. Teleport. Anyway, it was Vincent's idea, was my point. And he told the other Vincent, hey, how about you do like a comic strip type concept? And, and he decided to do it. What are you doing, man?
I know it's done.
I don't know.
No, stop!
Why you got headgear on? What's up? You the princess?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Careful around the painting.
Bye. Okay, Minnie.
What? All right.
Dad, you gotta help Mom
With what?
with the groceries.
Oh, you got back from Wegmans?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm on borrowed time. No more shenanigans. All right, so the shield maidens. Hey, 5, what's up, man? Shite. About to get the hook. All right. The shield maidens is another beautiful artwork. Overpower. All right, only 2 overpowers left. So one of these I remember sold recently. It was kind of like a Frazetta-inspired design. This one is amazing. How come no one bought this one? I'm not sending them that one, though. I'll give him a good one, but I'm not going to give him like the top shelf elite ones. I don't even know if he's alive, to be honest. I mean, honestly, like anything is possible. I hope he's alive and well, but he kind of like fell off the face of the planet. I did hit him up for sample packs because he got 12, you know, and I'm trying to keep the sample pack breaks going. But look at this guy, he's chilling on the stump. He told me he sold them all. He actually had 2 left. And then we were in talks, and all of a sudden, like, oh, I just got a better offer. I sold it. So they're gone, man. All 12 of his are gone. He actually had a collector tier as well. So 16 are gone. All right, so this is Call to War. This one's been popular, too. There's only 3 left of those. These are really cool. They look like they're right out of his comic strips. It's like, you know, these Pompeii proofs have, like, that European vibe. Oh, the Azurage Caravan. This is a cool concept. Just standing tall. Look at the posture of this guy. The posture is like, I just wrecked your face. Get wrecked by this guy. That's what that one says to me. This guy's just going for a stroll through the desert. It's pretty cool. Kind of looks like Daniel Day-Lewis. Just being the man. Jack, chill, man. You gotta be careful. Alright, we got company. Critical strike. It's been your birthday for 2 weeks.
Daddy, my birthday.
I know, you've been milking it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's probably because I keep feeding you cake every day.
Oh, yeah.
Sandworm, what are you guys doing?
You gonna have
Drinking at high sugar drinks? What are we looking at here? Hang on. Sandworm, what do you think of these, Jack?
good.
Whoa, whoa. Easy around the paintings.
Good.
Dude, you gotta blow your nose. Go blow your nose and then come back.
Okay. Good.
Get wrecked. These are sick. Alright. And then the old salt Anchorman. Do we have any? Someone has asked about this one recently, so I won't send him that one. This was one of the first ones he did. This is incredible. Look at this guy. Epic. Old salt Anchorman. I'm tempted to send him that one, but I won't. I won't do it. There's a certain like, you know, there's a certain level that I can't ship off to a dead guy without any assurance that it'll be received on the other end. All right, guys, what do you think? Anyone want to vote on something I should send them? I don't know. I can't afford losing these in the mail. They're going to Germany. They're going to a guy who barely exists. Let's see. We had some candidates earlier, right? Let's take a look here. The Azurage. That's pretty nice. I'm gonna go with one. I'm gonna go with one that there's a lot of copies of. So it's about the art and not about the meta relevancy. Guys, it's getting wild in here. All right, Jack, we got to find one we have a lot of copies of. Skirmishers, surprisingly, had a decent amount. Backstab, no, that one's been pretty popular. Whoa, take it easy. Should I give him Rain of Arrows? Maybe I should give him Rain of Arrows. Maybe if we pop him for one, he'll wake up. And you think if we pop him for one, he'll be revived and come back to the Discord?
No.
You don't think so? There's only
Yes.
Yeah, no, there's only one way to find out.
Oh, no.
Let's pop him for one.
Yes.
The problem is we pop him, we pop ourselves.
Pop that one. Pop
That's what I
that
just
one,
learned.
Pop.
Should we pop him with this guy? This guy's pretty slick. I like that design. All right.
Yeah, pop that one.
We got to pop him for one. We're definitely going to pop him for one.
Yeah.
Freaking guy fell off the face of the earth.
Oh,
1, 2,
yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're going to pop him for one.
Pop it.
See if he's reborn.
Oh, do that one.
Which
That
one?
guy.
You're pointing a balloon at the screen.
Yeah. Okay.
Point the balloon at your favorite card out of these 5.
Okay.
No, point the balloon at the best of the 5. Come on.
This one.
That's not a balloon. It's a finger. Get the balloon. Where'd the balloon go? Get the balloon. Get the balloon. Come on.
Okay.
1 of 5. Come on. You can't lose on this.
This one.
That one?
Yeah.
Is this guy right here?
Yeah.
All right, get that limb noodle out of here, man. All right, wow, that's a good choice. You got good taste. You like that one?
Yes.
That's solid. That's solid. All right, we're gonna pop him for one with the number 2 Rain of Arrows for Koyubi.
Yes.
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 All right, guys. Well, these are all available that we just previewed. If anybody's interested, just hit me up. We got 6 slots as far as I know before I check Discord on the next sample pack break. And what else? Any other announcements? Elvira Shakarova, Patreon?
I think so.
You think so? What else you got to say? What else? Any other?
No.
All right. You getting gun shy?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I got to bring the groceries in. Am I going to get smacked in the mouth if I don't bring the groceries in?
Yes.
You going to pop me for one?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for participating. We did this in 2 hours and 3 minutes. We're going to be doing sample pack break number 17 next weekend if it sells out. We got 6 slots to go, and then we'll do some, alpha boxes?
Yes.
Yeah, like a whole box.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe 6 boxes for a whole case. We'll open up orders for the alpha box breaks. And what else? Anything else? Go Bills?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Bears.
Go Bills.
Bears. Bears.
Look at this. Look at this. This is a phoenix, apparently.
Yeah,
It's not a raven. How do you like that raven painting, by the way? Remember I showed you this painting yesterday?
Yes.
You think it's a good one?
Yes.
All right.
It's epic.
It's epic. See, it's epic, guys. Confirmed. It's It's confirmed. It's coming 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. Thanks for everybody for tuning in, and we'll talk soon. Take care. Join Elvira Shakarova's Patreon.
Yes.
Help her out.
Yeah.
See ya. Wave, Jack. Bye everybody.